We're here at Tomorrow Farm,
Come here, girl. Come on.
May 2014. Okay, here's the two new additions. These are the two new ones, Mike?
Pardon?
These are the two new horses?
Yeah.
Where'd they come from?
They were in a floodplain down in Tivoli. They had their legs were up their cannon bones and just mud. But
Okay.
these are like the only couple to do. But apparently she's in her 30s.
Wow.
She's having a good time here now after she got out of
Well, they got a nice paddock here. You do the trimming?
Yeah.
You trim all the horses' feet,
Don't look
Mike?
at her feet. I haven't trimmed them yet because all the stuff with my mom and everything I got kind of behind.
But, I mean, with all the other rescue horses, you do the trimming?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's great.
I have a friend of mine that was helping me when I tore my rotator cuff last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just couldn't do it.
How many horses do you have here now?
I'm not too sure. I think there's 17.
Wow. Walking down to the barn area here.
They come up this hill and they go around by the house. And then there's a pasture here and then there's another pasture on the back on the top of the hill where they get to enjoy themselves.
Unbelievable.
Wow, oh yeah, they're up there too, wow.
To have so much land, it's unbelievable.
I mean, you need it with these guys, though. Really. You can't. There's no substitute for that.
So you have a tractor that mows that big field?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's rough. My idea of doing that is tying a cable to the tractor and putting a big post in the middle of the field and then wait for the tractor to come in close to you, because I've done it. You can only go around something so many times and it becomes...
Now, Mike, how did you get the name Tomorrow?
Because they're all orphans. Remember Orphan Annie? The play
Oh,
Orphan Annie?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, that famous song. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh.
Tomorrow's a good name. And there was a fusion, so you take away.
Well, let's see, we got that chestnut with the white stripe. Who's that?
That's Domenico, and then next to him is
Big guy.
Oki, or Bella. I'm sorry, Bella. And then the pain is Pie, and then there's the girl with the tracheotomy. That's Harmony.
Yeah, let's go take a look. Now, do they all have stories? I mean, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, well, actually, Pie was owned by Kelly. She's been really good, keeping us all alive this winter. But she's been here to help. The other two guys, Foster and then for Mia. I got them from Mia.
Oh, the two on the left?
Yeah. And the one in the
So
middle.
they're rescued from somewhere.
Right. And the one in the middle, she was born, it was some real fine racing stock.
Yeah, I want to take a close-up of her.
Yeah, but they didn't want to, they were supposed to destroy her the first day and they didn't, so then they didn't know what to do with her. They were gonna destroy her. And,
You see Harmony, Charlie? See the way the nose is?
Yeah, what happened to that?
it was congenital. Yeah.
Hi, Harmony.
And what happened was her nostrils are so occluded, she wasn't getting enough air, so her blood, instead of being 21% whole blood, it turned into like 49%, so it could pick up the hemoglobin and bring the oxygen. It was an interesting physiological change. Yeah, she's great. Well, she got a trait. She got a throat cut, so she was... But I raised her like a free-range chicken just to come in the house and do all these. But what was really interesting, she went to the Shriners with those kids because for the kids to see that, that she has problems too. And it was a day that they had the board members were all there. They had a big meeting. And they came down in groups of like 4 and 5. And all the kids thought she was beautiful. And every one of the adults thought, we were asking when we were going to destroy her.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, it was interesting. You could have done a paper on it.
Oh.
It was pretty profound. It was really, every one of them wanted to know.
And the kids thought that she was
It was beautiful. All they saw was the beauty. And they put their little hands on it, and they rub her, and they were just so taken by her and every adult.
She's a thoroughbred, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's good, beautiful. It's poetic to watch.
She is beautiful. Look at that body.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I think she's like 7 or 8
So
now.
she's fairly young.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's got a lot of fire in her.
But without the tracheotomy, she wouldn't have been doing so well.
Well,
right?
what would have happened was her blood, the viscosity of her blood would have changed drastically. So I imagine her kidneys and everything would have been compromised over a period of time. So she wouldn't have lasted. But now she's fine.
Mm-hmm. But they wanted to put her to sleep and you saved her.
Well,
It's beautiful. Do
They
I
saved me as
smell?
much
Do
as
I
I
smell
saved them.
mint? Do I smell mint?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow,
It's
it's
all
nice.
over the place, yeah.
And here we have the barn, old barn. How old is this barn?
In the 1760s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the house, too. The people that built all this are buried in the backyard over there.
Oh, wow.
In that pasture we just came down from.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
So now you're gonna have the 4-H come. They come in the summer and they do we'll go up to the garden after some
Up
of
in the
the
back
garden.
pasture. And this barn is on a floating stone foundation, and if you look at the barn, it's still nice and square. You see it, Charlie?
Yeah.
It's pretty square, isn't it?
So that means that the foundation floats with the ground?
Yep.
Wow.
It heaves with the
I've never
ground.
heard of that.
Pardon?
I've never heard of that.
That's where they
That's
did all
over
that.
200 years old.
Wow.
250
Wow.
something years old. Well, 1760s to now.
Wow. So I wonder if that's chestnut wood in there.
What?
The wood. I wonder if it's chestnut.
Hemlock.
It's hemlock.
But those beams that are 40 feet long, they're just
Now,
all
who
one
are these
tree.
people? They just come to visit. We know Dell.
That's Pie. That's her horse.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And that's Dell. He comes just to be with the horses and help groom and stuff. It's nice.
Yeah, he's just been coming recently.
It does something
He's
for
good with
him,
horses.
right? It
Yeah,
makes him
it's
feel
interesting
good.
because people bring their kids here, and then I'll see them somewhere else, and then the kid's not around, and they'll say, I don't come here for the kids anymore. I started out that way, but
Oh,
he said they can come over, they breathe the fresh air, and their heart rate goes down just petting the horses.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy in the middle that just yawned by the round bale,
yeah.
his poor owner, we changed cardiologists, and the guy changed all his meds and took them off the other ones, and the guy crashed on the way home, went down a ravine with his truck, and so he was in pretty bad shape, but he loved his horse.
Oh,
Did he survive or?
Huh?
Did he live?
He survived, but he's in a neck brace, and he's in bad shape. But he loves this guy. He still comes to see him all the time. He's 34 years old. I
That's
think.
all.
wow.
34. Not the owner, him.
Oh, the horse.
Yeah, the horse is.
That's really old.
For a horse, yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty old. I just lost a 36-year-old.
Well, I know you got your hands full here, and
There's more in the back, the ponies.
How many horses do you have altogether? 20?
I think there's 17 here now.
Okay.
well, we could go in the back and look at the other ones.
Proctor's Museum sent me a flyer today, and what have they got in there? They got that play Annie. It's a Broadway
Oh,
play. So I called up the director I was talking to, and she said, "Oh God, it'd be great if we could take the kids because the kids are
oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun with them too." And there they go. So they're going up to the back.
That's nice. They go all the way back there. It's cool.
They go up
Oh,
this hill, and
wow.
then there's a pasture over on the right, and then they go up the second hill, and there's a pasture up in the back there too.
Well, they got it made.
Yeah,
It's good exercise too.
It is. It develops him. And this guy was real skinny when he got here, and he's
Oh.
really developing nicely.
I know he's a Tennessee Walker.
Yeah, yeah, he's a walker, all right. We're gonna give him his walking papers. And there's another horse he kind of got left here. His name is Skylar, but the guy never came back.
Oh,
But he's a great horse.
You just
Young,
left
real
him?
young. Huh?
Just left him?
Oh, I've had people. I've come home and found horses in the field.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Oh.
had them back up with a trailer and take the horse out, and they hand them to you and say, I'm gonna take her to slaughter unless you want to take her. And at this point, you've looked, and you've had this eye contact, and what are you gonna say?
Oh.
You take the lead line and walk away from them. Like that big white guy, he's a Premarin rescue. Remember, the Premarin
oh yeah.
for the women. For
What, the one in the middle?
replacement. And Richard Gere and Mary Tyler Moore brought down a bunch. He's one of them.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
And then that brown
Oh.
one wagging his tail to the left. Some lady paid $90,000 for him, but
Okay.
she took him to a sale barn. They abused him and they jumped him until he
Oh.
had a hunter's bump on his back and his legs were scarred. And she brought him up here with another horse, and I was rehabilitating. And he was crazy, he wanted to kill everybody.
Wow.
And I put him in a stall with 8 goats. And they'd fool around, and he'd lay there and sleep with them, and they'd all be around him sleeping, and he came out. He's a great horse now. And when the autistic kids and the developmentally disabled kids come, he kisses them. But he puts his tongue on this, right here on their throat, goes right up their throat. It's great.
Wow.
Has he ever kissed you, Dale?
No, not yet.
Not yet. You know.
Oh, what's his name?
Dutch.
How old is he?
He's about 17 now, 18.
Oh.
That's great though, to relate the horses to the kids and
Yeah, the kids, yeah.
That's all good, man. That's all good.
You know what was really poignant is when they saw me the other day and they knew my mother had died, they all made me their own little sympathy card with a picture of them with their favorite.
Oh.
They all have a favorite.
How
here.
precious is that?
Oh.
Oh.
No, I was thinking carrots and the red horse is the one that went.
She came from a big place, but they taught jumping lessons on her,
Uh-huh.
and they couldn't use her for that anymore because she was getting older. So they were going to put her to sleep. So
Which one? The
right,
one on the
closest
left?
one to you.
Oh, that's
That's our root beer, RB. But they couldn't keep her anymore because they couldn't really use her. So.
Oh.
But she's been great with the kids too. But the brown one, that guy that does the kissing, a couple of the kids were here one day. I said, give him a cookie, but tell him to give you a kiss first, you know. So they were like reluctant about it, but boy, they got a kick out of it. He put his tongue on their throat.
Well, I was just reading in the Times how now they have programs with veterans, disabled veterans who are all hooked on drugs, and they're trying to get off the drugs, and the horses have become therapy for them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be, I mean, of all ages, it's good therapy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're great teachers, and they are good therapy. They're really kind, peaceful animals.
Well, they have a nice spot here.
Huh?
They have a nice spot here. So I know you're going to be putting up some more fencing for that Freedom Trail. I guess we'll go up there. I know I helped with the
That's
clearing.
hard to see.
Okay, now we're going to the barn. Now, how old is this? Is a 17 barn from the 1700s?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a beautiful, big, spacious barn. I like the open space.
It's what?
I like the open space area.
Yeah, it's nice for the animals too.
Oh, she got big.
One of the ears fell off?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the mom. That's
Hey,
Butter.
guys. Yeah, what?
The baby was big now.
Hi.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she got
God.
She's always talking to her. Hey,
Hello.
Becca.
I could fall asleep here in a minute.
Hello.
She was great because I come down here at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, to do the ice, and you know, I'm not in the best of moods, but you know, I'm checking everybody. And she's over here. She's so excited to see me. She's running around and talking.
Aw.
They're kids, but they're just like kids. They harass the mother, you know. They jump off, they vault off, they jump on her back and vault off it, and then they dance across the stall.
And she had the baby when it was really cold out, right?
I mean, it was a windy day,
Oh.
but without the wind, it was like 8 degrees. It was a
Well, it's a lot of work to feed these animals and keep them clean and water.
One of the goats.
Yeah, deep voice.
There's a lot of work. And these are goats that these goats lose their home at the end of the summer, they run camps, and then they kill them.
Oh.
They took them. And this guy's great. He's like 16 almost years old, and Butter is 16 years old.
Wow, Butter's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Noisy.
She makes a
Hi.
racket.
Now, do you have the father? How did she get pregnant?
The people next door have a whole bunch of goats.
Oh.
And they didn't mean to breed her, but she got out, and because they thought she was too old to go through it again, but she did all right.
Mm-hmm.
But she came over here and something happened to her. She got hurt and I couldn't find them. But she needed the vet, so I called the vet and I put them in here. And they have 9 kids. They're always so busy, and so they kind of stayed here. And then she had the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna come and get her and shear them.
Mm-hmm.
But the baby's a hot ticket. She's really fun.
Just amazing in that cold weather that they survive.
Wool. Nothing like wool. Dead air.
Hi, how are you?
Well, you can see these beams were all by
That's
Yeah,
some more
single. One tree.
all done by hand.
Beautiful, look at that, wow.
There wasn't a nail in this place. It was all Mortise and tenons. See all those main stringers?
That freezes
Wow.
away, yeah.
The silk plate was all pockets.
Those 1600s,
1760s.
1760s.
I don't know when.
That's
Those
amazing.
trees probably started growing though, like
Oh, yeah.
1680.
They had, this tree had to be 150 years old, right?
Wow.
And that
Jamestown, 1608. Wow. You said it's hemlock?
one, I think, yeah.
I don't think I met any hemlock in my wood pile.
No?